Jones. Yeah. I already feel it is. Okay. Hey.
Heatmakers, crack music.
Jones, crime and the murder rate. That rose up.
Welcome to another episode of the Disruption Podcasts. We are your hosts with the mosts.
Oi, bars?
No.
It's Chief Olasaji in the building, baby.
It's my easy.
Mars Bar.
Prince Carlos.
It's Jollof Rice.
Yeah. We out here, man. Doing what we do best, and that's delivering. I don't know what I'm saying.
Good stuff.
Good chat.
Good stuff.
Wow.
What
Let's
it do,
get
y'all?
straight into it, eh?
Oh, snap.
I don't care about your day.
Is it one of them ones?
Whoa.
Nah,
Someone's
I
had
can
a
Is it
bad
one
day
of them
today.
ones?
I can find. How's your day? Real quick. I don't really care.
Nah,
Just say
okay,
it.
let's go.
Oh, I don't have my phone on me, bro. I can't see the stuff, fam.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Unlock it.
I'll just straight down to it, brother.
All right.
So I think one of the stuff is dating apps.
Oh, whoa. You guys really trying to
The guy's so single. He's like, guys, please just talk about this.
Please, let's talk about dating, please. Anyways,
I'll
I don't
do
care
that
about your
ever again.
day.
Oh, yeah.
Are we talking about dating apps in general or like
Yeah.
what?
Okay,
What's the guan?
First of all, how do you guys
Wagwan.
feel about
Guan.
dating apps?
This
Like,
is-
hey, let's be honest here.
Bro,
Do
I'm
you
so
judge?
shook.
Do you judge people that actually use dating apps? Like,
Hold on,
be
bro.
serious.
I only judge people when I hear that they're in a relationship from Tinder.
Why?
Really?
Everything else, I don't judge it.
Why? What's wrong with
Because
Tinder?
I just assume you're only hooking up. And I'm like, oh, wow, that lasted.
Damn.
I know, it sounds terrible,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
it's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
that's the truth.
Yeah, true. It's surprising when
Yeah.
you hear that
Yeah,
someone's
it's like, oh, you
got-
did
yeah.
that for commitment?
But I
Wait,
find
is Tinder only used for hookups or
No,
what?
it's not. It was okay. No, its intention was a dating app, but
Yeah.
it became just like, I need the sex.
Okay.
Where can I get the
Oh,
sex?
but I mean,
Fair
it's
enough.
both. You know, I know my friend is in a relationship for like a year. She met the guy on Tinder.
I was
So,
gonna say, I
Nice.
thought you were gonna say she's using Tinder.
oh no, she found the guy on Tinder, and now it's like,
They're
oh,
together.
this is actually
Crazy.
like,
compatible.
honestly,
So sorry to
it's
that friend.
it's-
Like for what I just said.
oh, okay. It's not.
Stop.
It's not hard for them to. I mean, it's not impossible. How can I say this? It's almost like obviously. Far out, Daniel.
Bro, shut up.
I started this sentence 5 times, fam.
Yeah, rewind.
Breathe. Okay.
Obviously,
Rewind.
nowadays, people what they intend Tinder to be for is not for I want to find someone right now. As you said, right now everyone looks at it as like the quick thing, innit? But it's just like meeting someone in person, almost, because
What,
you're meeting
Tinder?
someone for the first time, just like hitting someone up on Messenger, just like shooting a DM. Really,
Yeah.
I like if you look at it like that.
You know what it is
Yeah.
for me? The analogy is like, because years ago, it was weird whenever you heard anyone say they do online dating, right? Nowadays, it's pretty acceptable. And I don't see anything
Yeah,
wrong
it
with it.
is.
Like, why not? It's another way to meet people.
Yeah.
But Tinder is meeting someone at the club.
Nah, yeah, I mean,
eHarmony is
Explain.
meeting someone at work. Or meeting someone at like, while you're
love how
serving
it's-
for the community. You know what I'm saying? Like, because Tinder is just where you're like, it's photos of you looking good. It's
Yeah.
photos of, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
all of them are like that, but it's
Put
like,
your
it's
best
a
drip on.
certain twist to it.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? It's what you'd wear to the club on a Friday night. It's,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, all of it's obviously you're only doing it to get someone attracted to you, but it's extra with that one because you're putting that little, trying to think of that witty one-liner or whatever they do. You know how they have that in their bio? I wouldn't know.
You know.
Bro, sounds like you know, but
I've never used the app.
nah, trust.
No need.
But
This guy.
I guess for
I
me,
don't know what that was.
the-
Fire, I sound like an anime. I've never watched anime in my life. I'm not a weed.
the problem that I have with online dating, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
well, for
gunning
me-
at everyone today.
This guy.
For
Carlos,
me
that's
personally,
enough.
wait, what?
He's gonna get kicked off the podcast soon, don't worry.
Yeah, let's kick it back. Thank you, Noah, for joining us.
Oh man,
The thing I don't really like about it, well, for me personally, it's more of like you are talking to the person just based on their looks. You feel what I'm saying?
True.
It's like you don't know how to like, you don't know the personality.
Shut up. You do that in real life as
No,
well.
I don't. I don't actually.
You're trying to date an ugly girl?
Why the hell not?
Nah,
The guy was so unconvinced.
capping, bro.
But that's not my point. My point is like, obviously I prefer face to face. It's like, okay, cool, you're cute. That's the first step. But in order for me to hit you up again after this interaction, is that I need to see that you're a bubbly person, you're
Yeah.
cool, you're funny, and
I
that.
think it's
You don't-
nicer to
you don't-
date someone from when you see them living life,
yeah.
Yeah.
and then you're
then you-
interested
and
in
then
the
you're
way they
interested-
act
yeah.
and all that kind of stuff. Then
Because for me, it's like if I'm talking to you and because with social media and online dating, everyone is on the same level. Does that make sense? So you don't
in terms of.
you don't really know who's. I mean, you do kind of get an idea, kind of how they talk and so on, but sometimes you don't really, if that makes sense.
What do you mean?
As in, like, everyone is. You can't really tell if this person is smart or not. If that makes sense, you feel. Like they could be inserting words here and in this and
Yeah.
that. Like you don't
Yeah,
really
yeah,
know
yeah.
if they're with it like that.
it's
Or
a
you don't,
facade.
yeah, you don't really know if they're funny or if they're not. You feel?
I'm just regretting a story that I put up, bro. Hey.
You don't really know if this person is funny or not. You don't know any of this stuff, right? All you know is that they're good looking, and that's what I mean. That on social media, on online dating, we are all on the same level, right? But it is until when you meet them face to face, it's like, no, this person's levels, bro.
Yeah.
You feel
oh
what I'm
my
saying?
gosh, this person is one level.
This guy, man. So, all right, running it down to the Christian space of things. Then,
Yeah,
what do you guys feel about it as a Christian?
there's nothing wrong with
Because
it.
that's Christian mingling, isn't
eHarmony started off as a Christian site.
it? Yeah, really.
And there's Christian Mingle
Yeah.
apps. Is it Christian Mingle? That's what it's called, yeah.
Muslim Bride.
Nah,
I'm pretty sure there's a thing. Yeah.
days, bro. These, nah, that's wild, fam. All right, yeah. So wait, okay, let's say
I'm not opposed to it because it's
Yeah.
like, okay, it's been reserved for old and single. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
that's the way it's been looked at
Like
for
Carlos.
time. Yeah, like Carlos, is that what you said?
Guys, leave me alone. I'll find love.
Like
soon.
it's been reserved for when you're older.
Yeah.
The guy's such a hopeless romantic. So sweet, man.
Now that sounded like he was hurt a bit. He said,
Nah.
I'll find love later.
Oh,
Nah, I don't care about love right now,
Oh, we
guys.
need that sound effect.
Guys, trust. I don't care about love right now, innit?
Yeah.
Yee.
Screw them kids, right? Shout out to episode 18.
Yeah.
But what was I saying? Oh, it's reserved to older people. So it's like legit though. Because if you're, let's say, 35, 40, you don't know anyone. Like you haven't. Sorry,
You're not out there.
You're in a pool of people, but either you've dated from that pool before, or there's just no one else that you're meeting and stuff like that. Why not? Fat guy.
You need a Tim Tam, bro.
Why not just like expand your horizons, right? And just go. I need to meet people, right?
Yeah.
Because I can kind of see why it's like it's a bit weird if a 19-year-old used it. It's like, hold up, like why are you so desperate? You're looking for the
Like there's
like-
still
Yeah.
time to
like-
meet people in
Yeah,
person. out
Yeah,
here,
exactly. But
So you're calling them desperate if you're using online dating?
it is a little bit of a desperate situation.
I don't know.
At
It's like
that
you haven't been
age.
exposed
Not in
to
not in
everything yet.
degrading way. It's like, yeah, exactly. Okay, if you're 19 and using it, you're weird. To be honest, not always, but 90.
No, but this is what it
8%.
is.
It's
just like-
because
just go to youth
It's
group,
like
bruv.
why? Just
because I do know young people that
go to school.
not
Go
young,
to
young.
school. Go to uni. Go play
it's
a
like-
sport.
Okay, 19-year-olds, are they looking for it to like find love, or are they looking for it to just find someone
When
to
I was
like
really
date?
hopefully
and
using
have-
Christian Mingle for a one night stand out there.
Oh, right, we're still yeah.
That would be a problem, bro. But
Yeah,
yeah,
okay,
Right,
but
just
this is what it
feel-
is, yeah. Because we are pretty outgoing people. We got different things that allows us to come across different people, right?
Yeah.
But there's also some young people out there who don't really get out there.
Yeah, then
as
get
well.
out there. You're young. What do you
Yeah, I know.
have?
We're saying you should get out
Yeah,
there, but
yeah.
I'm saying not every young person does get. I know someone that's 19, 20, after they finish school, they're working full time, and that's it. It's like, and they don't really see their friends from high school. You feel so it's almost like they don't really do
But
anything.
isn't that a
Date the
choice
manager,
thing?
innit?
Whoa.
date the manager.
So that's why it's
Level
almost
up.
like it's
Say
almost
manager
like
with an
I-
accent. Nah.
It's almost like I want someone, or like I'm actually thinking about someone. I reckon that'd be pretty cool, but the environment that I'm in at the moment does not allow me to come across someone.
Yeah, but then you have 2 days off in a week where you can go out, mingle, go to different places, meet people. You know,
Yeah.
it's a choice thing. For you decide that
It's-
okay, I'm so busy.
Okay, but
I don't have time to go out there. When in reality,
Where
you
do
have
you
2
meet
days
them?
of the week to
but wait,
go out. You know, meet people, go to a party, do something. You know, just go out into the street, the shopping mall. You can find people, run into them.
Well,
Hey,
then
how you doing?
You get the number from there?
Why not? Some people do.
Nah, I don't
Honestly.
know. Nah, that's weird. You feel upset.
Noah's
got-
just being a bit.
I just got news flash in. Noah's advice to someone.
Mute his mic.
Noah's advice to someone in this situation.
No.
Anyone?
I think Carl's wrote it down.
Where's his mic?
I think it's from our intern.
Noah's advice if you're in this situation and you're full time, you're not really meeting females. If you're a dude in this situation that he's right now, you're not
I
really
did not
meeting
say any of
women.
this. Daniel, you.
He said just date your homeboys.
Does that even sound like something I'd say?
Let's just take that. All right. This is what question I have in my head. Where's the place for
Where you can meet people.
soulmate in that in this
There is no
question? What do you
such
guys
thing as a
believe in?
soulmate.
Yeah.
Does anyone here believe in soulmates? Raise your hands.
Soulmate, nope.
I was hurt that I haven't put my hand up or something.
I'm not hurt.
I'm playing as Cap. Nah,
You're hurt that she said no.
because I don't.
What are you saying? Because now you're going online and you're kind of like
Oh,
you're
you're
not
fishing.
forcing that
You are.
connection.
You are.
but-
You're like, no, give me somebody.
Because because how many times?
Because you've got filters on what you want and all that type
Yeah.
of stuff. Yeah.
How many
okay.
times do you
I
think
feel
people
that.
are like, go bring the right person will come. God's gonna bring this person your way, across
Yeah.
your
And now
path.
you go
That
after
kind of feeds into this whole soulmate mentality and soulmate thought. And a lot of people, I realize, really, really want to be with someone, but for some reason don't find themselves in this. I don't know why. Like some people really want relationships, but they're not in them. So I'm wondering, like, if you're looking, do you have to wait for this person coming, or is it that as just put yourself in the environment to meet someone, and it's
Well,
like if there's a connection, you build on that. Okay, so how do you guys navigate this space?
You just put yourself in the best situation to find someone. That's it.
Yeah.
Put your,
It's not always going to be like so easy from the jump. Like you said, you find that person and then you guys connect. Like there's something that just connects you guys together, and you continue to build on from that. It's not always going to be like, oh my gosh, I found the person, the love of my life, like straight away. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like it's a progressive thing.
100%,
You
yeah.
continue to work on it. Get to know each other more. That's how you find the person that you're going to spend the rest of your life with. It's like I get to know you, you get to know me. We connect, we build, and then yeah.
How long into Christian mingling should you finally meet up?
First hit up.
like,
Dude, I'm outside your house.
first,
No.
Before the notification even comes through.
No.
first
No.
first week or something, innit?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, you
We're at that,
organize-
especially if you're at
organize a
this
date
a
straight
certain
away.
age. It's like, why not? Like, what? You gonna chat it up, send jokes, send memes, bro. Get out here with that.
I think you're cute.
No, we ain't doing that. It's like, yeah, link up.
It's also
so
like
you can be quick with
People
it.
can be different online and then in person. So it's like I don't want to be spending
Catfish.
2 months into us talking
Imagine
online,
getting catfished.
and then it'd be pretty terrible.
What, getting catfished?
Yeah, like you speak to someone for 2 months,
And then they're trash in person.
yeah, and it's just like
Yeah.
okay, I just wasted 2 months of my time.
Okay, yeah, I feel
Turns
that.
out to be like not even the same race that you.
What?
Can you imagine?
But that's what I'm thinking. Like, I've always thought that sometimes, like, people just put yourself in the environment of the play of what far out. What is wrong with me today? Put yourself. No, I'm not rewinding. Put yourself in the environment of the type of environment that the person
Environment?
you want is going to be in. It's about being your
Nah.
type's type right now,
Yeah.
isn't it?
100%. Obviously, if you're like a person if you're a faithful person or whatever, go to church and you might find someone there, innit? If you're
so
someone
we're going to
that's,
church to find love now?
I said, if you are
Why
a
not?
faithful
Why
person,
not?
you are already a faithful
Shouldn't be
person.
your
God
No,
is
no, no, no.
priority.
No, it's not priority, but you
Yes.
you already go to church anyways because you're a faithful person.
Yeah,
innit?
So you may as well now
So-
do
so
other
then
Might as
stuff.
might as
well
well add
date
it.
someone that's gonna keep you in church.
Whoa. That's true.
Yeah,
That is
if you're someone that's into sports and all this kind of stuff,
Yeah.
whatever,
Go to matches and
you
Might
get
as well
involved
date a
in stuff
soccer
like,
ball.
Wait, what?
See, this is the guy that says date your homeboys, bro. This is the advice
anyway.
he gives, bro.
Basically,
Yeah, I feel that.
Zoom in on my face.
put yourself in the best situation, and you'll find someone there, innit? That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, since you guys just jumped into all of this, man,
Okay.
I didn't even get time to prepare my thoughts, bro.
Your thoughts?
My thoughts. What? Nah,
What? You're crazy.
you're crazy. That's too spicy.
Hey, intern, come collect.
That's too spicy. Man's had a wild concept. It might take a bit to wrap our head around it, but this came from a show again. Man, this Netflix is good stuff, man. Netflix gives you eye-opening things, guys. Like,
Well, what
this-
shows this?
I see the segue. Dating apps, Netflix and chill.
Yeah, that's not. Yep. Yeah, nah, that's actually what I was thinking of.
Oh, okay.
For the sake, it wasn't. The show I was watching is called The OA. Yeah,
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
y'all seen this?
No, I haven't.
Yo, trash. It's not that
I've
great.
seen the
The
thing
writing,
to
yeah,
click on,
because it was a
but
big, it was a big push, like
Yeah,
a big
yeah,
show.
yeah. Yeah,
But
right,
it's
continue.
it's not that dope of a show.
okay.
But they mentioned this one line that I started actually like investigating a bit more, right? So it's this concept of invisible self, yeah. And there was this quote that she mentioned, or I don't remember who it was. I think it was the main character. But this is what they said. They were like, "You can't go there until your invisible self is ready." You'll hear that?
What does invisible self mean?
All right. So in my mind, how I started looking into this is in terms of, so invisible self for me is either, let's go spirit man, right? The person inside of you, yeah? The person, because there's a part of you that's always thinking ahead, yeah?
Yes.
So I'm going to say that's the invisible self that I'm thinking
Sure.
about, right? So when they say you can't go there until your invisible self is ready, I was like, well, that's pretty wild. Like you will never be able to move into a certain phase of life until that invisible self has had some kind of preparation for this situation that you're going to face. What's your thoughts on something like that?
So it's like you have, like, let's say you're never going to be ready to get your wife pregnant and be a father until you've thought about it, is what you're saying.
That was of all examples. Let me
Yeah.
try to wrap my head around
Or
that.
like you're never going to be ready to, I don't know, perform CPR on someone until you've fully thought about it and imagined it. In
I
your
guess
mind.
so. Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, because that flows into something else that I was looking into in terms of I started doing a bit of research. It started getting a bit crazy and technical up in your man. I was looking at brain scans and that, man. But like they did this test. Maybe I should get the actual test, right? But they did this test on some people, right? Where I can't remember exactly what scenario they put them in, but they made them obviously experience a certain scenario or see something, right? Something occur.
Yeah.
Or experience some kind of a feeling or whatever, right? And they recorded their brain scans as they did that, as that happened to these people, right?
Right.
And then they did another group where all they did is just explain the situation to them
Okay.
and
I
made
know
them
this
imagine it,
experiment.
right?
Yeah.
And then those same parts of the brain were firing and sending signals. So the brain patterns actually look pretty similar in these two situations. So what I took from that is like the brain as a physical organ can't distinguish between imagining something and actually experiencing the situation.
Yeah.
Just looking at like the brain, how it's physically experiencing it. If the same patterns are being shown from just someone thinking about it as opposed to someone actually experiencing it, right? So it's like when it comes to this invisible self thing, can you trick your brain into being prepped for situations you've never actually been in?
And then perform well at it.
And then perform well once you get to that space? Because you know how a lot of the time...
So just simply
okay,
by
yeah.
thinking about it.
Yeah, simply by thinking about it or envisioning yourself in the situation. Because you can actually even increase your own heart rate just by thinking about
Yeah,
things,
yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
You can feel signs of
Yes,
stress
that's very
Yeah.
true.
just by thinking about something
I
that
mean, that's
isn't
not the
even-
brain.
How
That's
many-
more like
How many?
That's from the brain. That's from the brain
How many
releasing.
worked
That's a
up situ-
physiological reaction. Yep, try again.
yeah. All right, sorry, try again. No.
How many worked up situations do you get into just on your own?
From
It's
thinking
by
about it,
thinking
yeah.
about
And you're like,
yeah.
I'm gonna say this, and then they're gonna
All
say
the
this.
time, yeah.
And then when they say that, I'm gonna
Honestly.
fire out. I'm gonna hand it to them, and then if they say this or if they say that, I got it.
Oh, but then what if they
And then
say
you're like
this?
angry, and then you go to bed, and then you see them the next day, and none of it.
None
Yeah,
of it plays
exactly.
out, yeah.
That's what happens.
But for real though. All right, so yeah,
It's crazy.
just by thinking about it, what do y'all think? Like, can you prep yourself? Because you know, a lot of the time, an excuse for what some people say when they're faced with situations, or when you ask someone a question about something, right? And it'll be like, "Oh, I've never been in the situation, so I can't answer, I can't speak on that."
Yeah.
But really, can we now just kind of envision and put ourselves into a?
I think it definitely depends on the situation because some situations might be a fight or flight type of moment, which is hard to kind of imagine yourself, if that makes sense. Like I might sit here and be like, all right, if this person gets into a fight, I can see myself, coming in, spider kick this bad guy, and
Spidey.
save it, you know what I mean, and like helping my homie out, But that's my imagination, innit? Yeah.
Low key, yeah, bro. I remember back in the day, I always had this like scenario of like saving like the classroom from some madness going on at school, or like watching like someone's like falling off a bridge or something, and man's is like doing crazy jump over this, and then catch them at the bottom and that. And I've dead ass in my mind be like, oh yeah, I can do these flips.
Yeah.
All I, like surely all you do, like when you look at something, you're like, bro, that's easy to replicate.
Yeah.
Just by looking at you feel like, yo, yeah, I can definitely put myself in that situation. So I've 100% been like, yeah, you know, I can do this. Like it feels like my brain is ready for this situation, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get what you mean, but I'm saying like you,
But physically, obviously, man's probably can't
like
be doing
physically,
that
but sometimes not even physically. Sometimes it's like now the fight or flight moment comes.
Bro, wait, hold on. Are you playing Candy Crush, bro?
Bro, I know what you're saying,
He
bro.
is.
You need to stop playing
know.
Candy
I saw
Crush
that
on
swipe.
shoot, bro.
He does not interrupt me
No, it's
with my
business, it's
thinking,
business.
innit? Yeah. So, anyways, back to what I'm saying,
Yeah.
You can imagine yourself, okay, this is how I'm going to act, this is how I'm going to perform or whatever. Of course, you don't act or perform the same way, right? But it'd be very similar, yeah? But I'm saying that there's some situations where it's like, it is a fight or flight moment, innit? Right? So it's like, you think you're going to perform a certain way, but then when it happens, your reaction is going to be completely different. So I think, yeah, to an extent, you can prepare yourself just by thinking about it.
Rationalize
And
it.
yeah, think about, okay, this is how it's going to go down, you know.
Which I guess that's what planning is.
Yeah.
Giving me like presentations or whatever, there's going to be a question time. You kind of, you know, breaking down everything, how it's going to go down, innit? Yeah, so it's like you're preparing yourself for the worst,
Yep.
you feel? So you might perform a little bit better. But situations where it's like, there's some situations where no matter
It's
how much you think
can't.
about it, no matter how much you're trying to plan it,
Yeah.
you'll do the opposite.
Yep.
Yeah, or you're just never
Gonna.
be ready until you go through it.
Yeah.
Like it's
That.
for example, again with like being a dad or being a husband or something. It's like you can
Think about
think about it as much as you want, plan about it as much as you want, but until you finally do that thing, you're never gonna. There's
Yeah.
no equivalent to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you just haven't experienced it because you haven't lived through it yet. Like you literally have to just go through it to experience it.
Yeah.
Like some stuff you don't have to experience it to know it
Yeah.
fully. You know?
Or to know how to act in the situation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
But-
can't think of anything right now.
I don't know.
Yeah. But no, I feel you. I feel you.
I was.
Because like, well, I'm sorry.
No, go.
Like with those like massive things, people are always like, "Oh, I'm not ready to be a father yet.
Yeah.
Not ready to be a father." And it's like I get it to some extent, right? If you don't have a job, if you don't all that kind of stuff, sure, you probably shouldn't have a kid. But it's like you see those people that are like married for so many years, like, "Oh, I'm just like preparing to be a father and
Yeah.
like, need more time and all that kind of stuff." And I mean, if that's your decision, that's your decision. But if it's because like I want to become so ready, I want to have read enough books and
You'll
all
never
that
be
kind of stuff,
ready.
you're
It's
never
not
gonna
gonna
be
be-
ready.
Yeah.
I feel that.
I was like an example that comes to mind is when you think about death, and like I've heard, you know, situations where it's like people are sick and so family members start to prepare for them passing on.
That's true.
And it's like once they do pass on, it's like, okay, we've been preparing for this moment. You know, bury them and it's all good. Everyone's like, okay, you know, like we're fine. Like we can handle this. Whereas when someone dies suddenly, you weren't thinking about it at all. You
That's
know,
like,
you never
why?
prepared your
Ah,
yeah,
so
you
this is
never
what I'm
prepared
saying,
your
yeah.
mind.
Yeah.
So
And it's like suddenly
messed
this
up
is
to now.
something that just happened straight away. And it's like, I've never put myself in this situation, so I don't know how to act, you know?
Wow,
Yeah. It's crazy.
Do you
So
guys
it's-
ever think about like your close ones dying?
every time it
Sad
happens, I
thought.
throw
Yeah,
it
you
away.
said you
straight
cried
away.
and when
Once.
you thought once about your parents.
Yeah.
I cried the other day.
Damn, we be crying every week, bro. That's what
Yeah,
you said.
it
You
was-
say that every
It was
3
over-
episodes.
It was over that same song again. I heard it and I was like,
what a emotional guy.
Oh, you talking about that? Every 3 episodes, this guy's mentioned. And nah, men should cry, bro.
Yeah, so what so
Toxic
now are you
masculinity,
saying that if
Yeah.
we
Okay. This is a weird
constantly-
question. Yeah. How
Yeah.
about now? You
Wait.
just let's say every day you just think of a random scenario that probably may never happen. Get your mind ready for it. Think about how you act in it, and if you one day come up, you know, into that situation,
it is what it is.
it is what it is, and you've kind of handled it, man.
It's pretty
That's probably like some military training that people do. Out
True.
Here, to
I
be
think it
honest.
depends
I
on
mean,
the situation, man.
Yeah.
If
That's
it's something
It's
like
kinda
major that's gonna affect you, like once you're in it, once it happens, you can never be prepared for it. Like,
Like,
you'll just
reality-
Also, some stuff it's like you just need to experience it when it
yeah,
happens. Like
exactly.
imagine always just training yourself like, when my grandparents pass away, this is how. Like it's just a weird mentality
Yeah.
to
Yeah,
be
yeah.
stuck in.
Feel that?
Maybe it's weird, but at the same time, it's like just live the moment too.
That's what
Yeah,
I'm saying.
TD cakes. Let's go.
Yeah, like honestly, like
Sore.
you probably can. Well, you probably can perform a little bit better. not all the way, but a little bit better. Innit?
But first,
Yeah?
you must be crushed.
I was about to say,
Yeah.
This has nothing to do with crushing. What are you guys saying?
Oh man.
let the
Yo,
moment crush you.
Wait, what?
When it
guys, what do you guys
comes.
say, bro?
That's the one.
That's not how it goes.
this
Be quiet, Daniel.
Wait,
Anyways,
what?
I'm not
Wow.
finished.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
No, I was saying, yeah, you can do that.
Carry on.
I don't think
Keep going.
But yeah, I was gonna say, honestly, you can probably do that, but at the same time, it's like you don't have that kind of time and effort to try to think about situations every day. Like that death one is a little bit understandable because it's like now you know, and then now you try to spend as much time as them as possible, and so on. So that's understandable. But in other situations, or even like if you got a presentation coming up, it's like okay, now I'll think about it. But then it's like if you don't have anything coming up like that, it's like what's the point of thinking about it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because, bro, you're gonna be thinking about other stuff during the day. You know, just worry about the present.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That's why the present's called the present, because it's the gift.
Oh,
yeah, stolen from Lecrae.
Yeah, stole it from everybody in the world.
Everyone, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this
Is there anything
research
that you say
Shut up.
original or what, bro?
took me down a weirder path.
Okay.
I started searching into dreams and nightmares. Yeah. Did you know it's actually at this
Let
age?
me play the song.
Huh?
Losing that minute.
This guy, bro, it's not the time.
Oh, sorry.
At this age, yeah,
Yeah.
or in the adult age,
We dream 7 times a night.
nah, bruv. It's actually classified as a disorder to have nightmares.
Really?
Yeah.
Probably,
so when you're
yeah,
younger,
probably.
it's frequent. As you grow up, you're not supposed to be having nightmares, apparently.
I can
Why's
see
that?
that.
Why?
So nightmares, according to psychological terms, are associated. Not even recurring. Oh, there's the one-off regular. The random nightmare or something here and there, but that's because of something you might have been thinking about
Yeah.
or watched before sleeping, right? But recurring nightmares or stuff like that is deemed as what's the word I said? Disorders. In psychological terms, at this age, we're not supposed to be having nightmares that scare us, because nightmares are different from a bad dream. Apparently, nightmares actually
Cause anxiety and
cause anxiety. They cause physical reactions, because bad dreams don't make your body move. If you awaken from a nightmare, that's what's classified as a nightmare. If you can actually cause
that's happened to me
physical
recently.
reactions and stuff to happen, yeah.
Yeah.
So I was gonna ask you guys, do you guys still be having nightmares or
Nah,
not?
bro.
He's like, damn it, man, what?
The one I had was scary.
Apparently, okay, because then there's obviously the Christian twist
Yeah.
to it,
Like
but
being a-
we'll start off with just talking about statement like this. Yeah, it's classified as a disorder at this age to be having nightmares or regularly, or a bad dream that can wake you up or cause a physical reaction.
Like I can see
That's
that
crazy.
why
Yeah.
it's a disorder.
It's associated with anxiety, stress,
Yeah,
PTSD, all of that. He's just worried.
I can see why. You know, it's not something. You know, obviously as a kid, you might have nightmares or bad dreams, but I guess I can agree with that just because I don't know when the last time I had a nightmare or a bad dream or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So it makes sense.
Have you? Have you guys ever experienced a dream that's come to pass or anything?
I've had dreams where it's like, bro, it was so crazy, yeah. It's like I went to your house or whatever, and then we spoke about something, yeah. And after that, I wake up and then throughout my day, I was like, did I go to Daniel's house? like, bro, I don't know, so
It just seems
trippy.
so real.
Yeah, like everything
Yeah.
seems so. It's like, bro, like I should question myself sometimes. I'm like, bro, did I do this or not, fam?
Yeah.
You know? Nah, I got a little bit worried. I was like, man, maybe I need to sleep a little bit longer, eat good, and all that stuff.
I've once choked,
Bro.
that I slept that I went to work. I dreamt that I went to work, and I had my full shift and went back home and went to sleep or went back home or something, right? I think I must have thought that I had a nap after coming back from my shift. So I've woken up in the middle of the night like, damn, crazy long shift or whatever, yeah? Work is only 3 hours because I checked the time. My brain took its time to refigure that. I'm like, bro, work is only 3 hours from now. Like, this is nighttime.
Bro, my
bro.
dad one time,
Wow.
like it was when we were in your zone,
Yeah.
like when they first moved there.
Oh, this is gonna be bad.
It was daylight savings, like just happened, and for some reason he woke up even earlier as well, right? And it was winter, so it's dark out always, regardless, right? So he wakes up. I think his alarm went off too early as well. So like, let's say he normally leaves the house at 7, his alarm went off at like 4.
Oof.
Right, for whatever reason. And he's like, oh, it's dark out, winter, whatever. So the guy gets up, changes, all this stuff, goes to the
no.
bus stop with his briefcase.
Oh,
and
no.
He's there for like 20 minutes, half an hour or something. He's like, where's this bus? And then like eventually he looks at his like a wristwatch or something. He's like, it's like 4:30 or 4:45 in the morning. The guy's standing there by himself and he just like droops back home.
Bro, the funny thing about those situations is like they don't check the
You don't
phone
check.
throughout.
Yeah, you don't check the time.
It's so weird. Like this.
There
one
was no
time-
phones at the time.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But
It's in
this-
New Zealand, bro. This
hilarious.
wasn't that longer.
90.
Oh yeah. Nah, yeah. Yeah, you're right.
There's this one time where my brother came from school, like at 4 o'clock. He knocked out, bro.
Yeah.
Knocked out cold, and he got up at like 11:30, and somehow like we're all awake.
Yeah.
My mom, we're eating, watching TV, and then he gets up, was like, he's like, "What are you guys doing?" Like, because he's like, "Why's everyone awake?" Because he's ready to like school time.
Yeah.
He's like, "Mom, why are you awake?" Like, you know what I mean? Blah blah blah. It's 7 a.m. or whatever, yeah. And then we looked at him, and then we just went along with it. Yeah, get ready. Pop. The guy goes in, has a shower, comes out with his bag. Pop. 11:45. Look at it. Show the time, bro. Bro, the guy's like, "Oh, word, man." Bro.
Oh man.
It's like, bro, I'm telling you, when you have this knockout sleep, bro.
It's great.
Nah, dreams are,
Different.
dreams
No,
are
no.
crazy. Dreams
Bro.
are crazy, bro.
Yeah.
I used to have a lot of
Crazy.
scary dreams as a
Yeah.
kid. Did you guys have a lot as a kid?
I had one particular dream
would
all
always
the
happen?
time.
I had
two.
one as
Now
well.
That's kind of
I can think of-
scary.
one or
You
two
just
that
happening,
would
I can
man.
think of two that will always happen. One is weird. One was a massive cockroach. Massive. And I was fearful of this happening.
Yeah.
Because everything was
Like it would just
pictured
come around
perfect.
and grab you like that?
Nah.
Yeah, because
It
I
was
had
just-
this dream like that with a spider.
It was chasing me throughout in the street, in my backyard, and that massive cockroach, bro. I'm talking huge, fam. Like
Them
3-4
Nigerian
stories high.
cockroaches.
What the heck? The ones that fly in that? Yeah, that's a problem. But nah, bro, that was one. And then the other one, it was funny because we were watching Hustlers, right? Yeah.
Okay.
Nah, I'm not gonna recommend the movie, bro. But we're watching Hustlers, yeah. And it's crazy. The lady she was explaining to a psychiatrist or something or an interview
Psychiatrist.
Journalist.
a journalist about a dream that she's having, that she's in the backseat of a car and there's no driver and the car's driving. Or maybe, I don't know if it was, I think it was me that used to have this dream. It was you, yeah? The intern's talking. Bruh. But that exact dream
Wow.
was explained by someone else in
Yeah.
a random movie that's written by a
How
script.
weird are dreams and deja vu and things like
Oh,
that?
it's mad.
Crazy.
Deja
Yeah,
vu
nah.
is too crazy.
Yeah,
Nah,
but I
that-
used to get like scary dreams all the time. And I remember my mom was like, as a kid, she's like, "Oh, like this is how we pray before
Yeah,
you go
yeah.
to bed," and like, and legit, it just stopped. Like
Yeah.
every night, I'd like pray, and like I'd start having like
Yeah.
scary dreams and stuff. And then, yeah, like for years, like nothing. And then until maybe like the last year, I had like two
You need to do the prayer again. bro.
scary dreams. Yeah, legit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
my
Like
My
scary
mom-
dreams.
My mom usually will have like nightmares or like just something bad happen in her dream, and then when she wakes up, she like it always happens. She'll get a call that something has happened to someone.
Damn.
Like every time, like it doesn't happen often, but when it does, it's always followed up that something bad has happened somewhere to someone.
Damn.
I know it's ridiculous. It's crazy.
That has happened to me before. I was in high school, I think a year 10 or 11, and I don't know why, in my dream, it was like young rap star dies, like gets killed, right? And I was like, it's odd. Wake up that morning, like on the way to school on the bus, and it was like Lil Snoop got murdered.
Mm.
And I was like, what a weird,
yeah.
like, coincidence.
That's weird. That is
It's just like
weird.
how,
Crazy.
you know, because it's like, it's not a dream that I have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, I genuinely thought Eminem like passed away because I had that in my dream,
Yeah.
and someone was mentioning it like maybe a week or two ago, and I was like, "Damn, it's crazy how he died, bro." Bro, fully thought
Yeah.
that I read this like as a post or in a newspaper or
Bro,
something.
you crazy, bro.
I had to search it up
Yeah.
to see if it was real or not, bro, because
Yeah.
I fully thought in my dream that this had happened, man.
That's like Mandela. It's not the same, but yeah, you have you heard of the Mandela effect?
Yeah, that one is crazy,
Where it's
bro.
like
yeah.
people just hear, or for some reason people assume that the guy was dead, and then everyone just thought he was
Yeah.
dead.
Oh, yeah.
I remember even like
I
when I was
remember
a kid,
that
I
happened
thought he was a
once.
dead.
Yeah.
Like,
I ain't gonna lie,
Dead.
me too.
My guy said, dead." What?
you know what I'm saying?
What's that?
But
No,
yeah,
no,
I
he
thought-
was dead.
I
Yeah.
thought
Yeah.
that too.
And
But,
then I was
um,
like, oh, he's still alive.
Let's take the Christian spin on then. Meanings behind dreams. Obviously, we see that in the Bible many times. There's been dreams and visions.
I don't know,
How-
wait, hold on. What's your favorite dream you've ever had?
Me,
Yeah.
I don't know, to be honest, man.
You forget like 90%.
I
Yeah,
can't
I
remember
don't
any
remember.
dreams, especially of late.
I just remember two. I don't remember what I said in them, but I was telling a joke in the dream. I don't know if I've said this before.
No, I
I
don't
was
think so.
telling a joke in the dream.
Hold on, intern got something to
hold
say.
on.
What? Emu dream? What? Oh no, that was scary, bro. No, that was scary. No. Wait. Did I say there was when I woke up? No, bro, that was scary, bro. That's PTSD. My brain has blocked that out. I don't remember, bro. You just brought. That's a flooding of memories, bro. I'm sweating, bro. I got chased in my dream, by an emu, fam, or something, or some big kind of bird. And I wake up and there's dead as a. Oh, no, I'm scared again. Bro.
What? There was a feather on your bed.
Oh, like near my bed or something.
Oh, that's
Why is
scary,
there a
bro.
feather on your shoulder?
Shut up, man. Bro, I think I'm stressed. Like my body's shaking again or something, man. Yo.
There's
crazy.
2 times in my life where it's like I've been asleep and
kinda
in my
scary.
dream I tell a joke, and the joke's amazing. And then
Of course, this is the
start
dream he has,
I
bro.
start laughing.
Yeah.
Okay. And then in real life, I've started laughing in my sleep, and
Yeah.
I wake up to the sound of my own laughter. I'm like it's literally like when dogs fart and they wake up and they're like, the same thing. It's like I'm like, and I wake up. I'm like,
That's crazy.
Nah, have you guys spoken? Who doing this again? You guys spoken in your dream,
Alright.
yeah, and you wake up to that sound.
yeah.
You just feel dumb. You feel stupid at that point, bro. You're like, how it's reckless, bro. You can dead ass say some crazy, stupid stuff in your dreams or while you're asleep.
What's the first dream you remember having?
That's hard. That's
Yeah,
hard.
you can ask us questions
I
like that.
remember mine.
That's tough.
Yeah, it's my sister being chased by a polar bear. I don't know why.
What the heck, bro?
That's
That's the
crazy.
first one. Oh, that's the oldest one I remember having.
Were you scared or was this funny to you? This guy's trash, right?
As a kid, have you ever had a dream where
You walk to
Didn't
school with your
happen
pants
to
off
me.
and stuff.
no,
Whoa,
I've had
no,
that.
come on.
you?
That's a common
I don't know
one.
what you were
Is
doing,
Yeah,
but
everyone has it.
you were using the toilet and then
Oh.
you wake up and then you pee your bed. Has it ever happened to you? Like in
Nah,
your
but
dream?
I used to pee my bed.
Like
How
last
old?
week.
But that is a very common.
He doesn't
Yeah,
like
it
it.
happens a
Yeah.
lot. Like you dream that you're,
yeah.
you know, you're
Alright,
in
put
the
your hand up
toilet
now.
or
Have you
doing
ever
something.
done that?
What?
Bro, I know I got messed up once. Anytime I used to dream about being on a boat or in water or anything, my bed would be wet.
You know that whole thing of if you dip someone's hand,
If you what?
if someone's sleeping and you
Yeah,
dip
dip
their
their
hand
hand
in
in, yeah.
water, they pee
They
themselves.
pee. Yeah, I've heard
That
that.
actually?
I've heard that.
Nah, it's trash how your brain would literally simulate
What a
you going to
stupid
the
head,
toilet. That's you, fam.
When was the last time you guys peed yourself? Be honest.
I ain't answering
I
that
don't know,
question.
man.
Be honest.
Long time ago.
No, be honest. Be honest.
Wait,
I
what-
know one of yours last week, bro. What you
After
saying,
this,
Pop?
we'll say who pooed themselves most recently.
Boy, you know.
Wait, who's done that?
Nah, we'll answer that at the end of
Was
this.
that you? That's a big roast.
No, just what age did you last pee yourself, or in your sleep?
That's some madness, bro.
Because girls might pee themselves while they're laughing. They always do that. Stop! I'm gonna pee. I don't know why every girl
Yeah, I
does that.
know. dude.
So
You
you
can't
guys
control
never
it
peed yourself when you
sometimes.
laughed?
What?
You guys never peed yourself when you laughed?
Not
No.
past the age of 4.
Oh, that's crazy.
Daniel,
Cause
the floor's all.
Bro, I remember when I was like probably maybe like 12 or something, probably old. I was at my friend's house, bro. Had a sleepover, shared the bed and that, and I peed the bed.
That's a big
embarrassing.
roast.
The
don't you
guys
reckon?
still remember. You remember?
be honest.
Don't
you
say the name. Don't say no names.
hey, be honest. He never allowed you to sleep over again.
I've
innit?
never had a sleepover at his house again. Legit, legitimately, bro.
The guy disappeared.
But yeah,
When was the last time you guys pooed yourself?
bro, not
How-
recent
how-
at all.
How old were you the last time you pooed yourself?
When I was in diapers, bro.
Oh wait, true. Mine was
Yeah.
year 12, wasn't it?
Oh, when you were running,
wait, what?
Yeah. Remember?
that's really gross.
You're still not the
I
one.
tried a bit too hard in hurdles, bro.
That's gross.
What about you, Carlos?
Both diapers as well, bro.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Mine's second year uni.
Wait, legit?
Wait.
Why?
Oh,
What
you've never heard the story?
I gotta hear this.
happened to you?
So, dang, we're going there. All right, so
Y'all have never heard the story.
Sounds
think I-
familiar.
I think I have,
If
yeah,
I
but
need, I need you to
tell the people.
so
you
in
know,
my house, our bathroom has like a large mirror. It covers the whole wall. Yeah. So it's morning, like maybe 6:30 or something, and my sister and I
Nice
were
and sunny day.
yeah, nice and sunny. It was gonna turn brown real quick. My sister's like in the bathroom washing her face. I'm like, bro, hurry up! Like, both gotta go, whatever. And she's just standing there. I'm like standing behind her. I'm looking in the mirror, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna fart. And she's like, don't be disgusting. And I'm like, no, I'm doing it. And I thought it was just a fart. And I was like, and I went,
I remember this.
It went boom.
boom. I thought it was just a little fart. Boom. And
Really, it was.
Precisely. And I just stared in the mirror and I was like, oh. And she was like, what? And I was like, I crap myself. And
Yuck.
she was like, stop being stupid. Like, just
She thought you were
hurry
joking.
up, wash your face. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, I can't. So I like waddled out of the bathroom into the toilet and like, it was like, it wasn't. It wasn't like how would you say it? Like solid poop.
It was like the
It was,
liquidy
I think
diarrhea
it was
type.
closer. It was more on the diarrhea spectrum.
Ew.
And
That's a madness.
so you gotta like
That-
normally you gotta wipe your butt. This time I had to wipe like the cheeks as well.
Oh,
It kind of spread,
Oh
yo, nah.
yuck.
and so
Yo,
then,
everyone's eyes right now are just visiting trash, bro.
Wow. And so then I had to walk over to the shower, and because I had showered the night before, I was like, "Oh, you got to get to uni early tomorrow." Like, let me, because I normally shower in the mornings. I was like, "No, I'll shower at night. That way, I don't have to wake up."
Yeah, shower in the morning.
super early. I had to shower in the morning, and I still made it to uni on time, and it's a really weird feeling sitting there with a bunch of other people in your group and
don't know
you're
you've
doing like a quiz together, and none of them know that you've pooed yourself that morning. Everyone thinks
They
are
don't
okay.
know what happens.
And like you've showered and everything, but you're still afraid that there's a like,
You smell
smell.
something.
yeah, it's crazy.
Please tell me you got rid of your.
Oh, bro, the drawers went straight to the bin.
Okay,
I ran
good.
outside
Oh,
as if I'm gonna wash those with all the other clothes in the washing
Oh,
machine. Poop
no.
going
That's really
everywhere.
gross.
oh, no.
Oh
Wow.
man, no, you killed me bad, bro. Oh.
Why don't I just tell that story?
How the
I
heck did
really
we-
didn't need to tell that.
How do we go from dreams to poop yourself, bro? What the heck, right?
Yes, you know.
Oh man,
What's
but yeah,
next?
nightmares, huh? You guys had any crazy? Oh, well, we've already said that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you guys have beliefs that they have
Like
meanings in that.
spiritual.
Yeah, spiritually.
Yeah, I think God speaks through dreams.
Yeah. What about
Definitely.
nightmares then? What do you believe that or bad dreams?
Yeah.
You guys derive because there's some people that go crazy with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
I'm not
100%.
too sure about everything.
I don't know because I know that it truly
Yeah.
might be something. It just might not.
Because if you believe that if you have good dreams and God is speaking to you, then if you have bad dreams,
It can't just be like a bad dream.
yeah,
There's obviously
like where's that
something
energy
to
as
it.
well when
Always
something
keep
good
the same
happens?
energy.
Yeah, keep the same
Yeah,
energy
yeah.
that it is a spiritual thing that's
Yeah.
also happening with
Especially
the
if it's
nightmare.
reoccurring dreams.
Yeah.
Yeah,
then
definitely.
Do you guys have
Something
any
there.
like dream where you're like, that was clearly God speaking?
I don't
Nah, I don't
remember
think
any
I've
of my dreams.
ever had a dream where I felt God has spoken to me. I don't
I'm
think
not sure.
so.
I've got one, and like to me, the only reason it was clearly like God speaking because normally you wake up and you don't understand the dream you had,
Yeah.
whereas like this one, I was like, I understand exactly what this meant. So it's like, might as well. If no one has anything to say, I'll just say.
I have a moment where I feel like I've heard definitely.
Yeah.
But it wasn't a dream. Yeah.
But
yeah,
like,
yeah. Break it down. Man.
Yeah.
I see it. It's
So-
interesting.
my room is set up so it's like there's a door when you walk. Like you walk in through the door. On your left is my bed, and then like the closet and stuff towards the back. So you're facing it as soon as you walk in, right? So in my dream, I'm having a nap, and it's like middle of the day, right? And I'm facing the wall, not the door. And
In terms of when you're lying down.
when I'm
on your
lying
bed.
down,
Yep, yep, yep.
and then I end up turning over, and I like when you're napping and you kind of open your eyes, you see it, and then you close your eye again, right? So I look, and on the floor near the door is two snakes.
Damn.
Right.
Okay. Any snake in a dream is scary.
Yeah, it's weird. And the snakes were like okay, licorice all sorts,
Yeah.
the cubes
Yeah,
of licorice,
Yeah, yeah.
and how they're like pink, white, and black,
Yeah.
and yellow, green, and blue. Yeah, that's two of the most common
Yep.
like arrangements. So one of the snakes was pink, white, and black. The other one was yellow, green, and blue. Right, and the longer I'm starting to freak out when I see the snakes in my dream.
Yeah.
And the longer I look at them, the more they expand. Like they're getting fatter and longer, right? And I start screaming for my dad, right? And as soon as my dad runs in, he grabs the snakes and they just burst into water.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I just woke up, right? And instantly I knew what it meant. So when
Yeah.
I was a kid, licorice all sorts, every single time I saw them in the store, I was like, Mom, like I want them, like
Yeah.
really badly. I want to, like they look delicious because of the colors and everything. As soon as I ate them, I was like, this is disgusting. Every single time.
Yeah.
Right. And it's like, as soon as I woke up, it sounds so weird, like, but it is what it is, right? It's like, as soon as I woke up, I was like, that like represents sin,
Yeah.
right? Because it's like obviously the snake and everything, but it's like also because every time I'm so attracted to it, I just want to get it. And as soon as you taste it, you're like, that was gross,
Yeah.
right? And then like the whole element of like calling for your dad, and he runs in, and as soon as he touches it, it's gone, right? And like that's exactly what Christ did, where like in a second you're justified.
Yeah.
And
Damn,
so,
man.
yeah, so it's like as soon as I woke up, I was like,
Wow.
whoa, like because I think I'd been going through
A period of
a
time.
time
yeah,
where
yeah.
you're like, am I right
Yeah.
with God and
Yeah.
all that kind of thing? And
Yeah.
it's like that dream was kind of like yes,
That's dope.
That's crazy.
yeah,
That was dope,
I
man.
must have been
Beautiful,
like
bro. I like that.
16, 17.
Awesome.
Yeah. Nah, that's dope, man.
Because you woke up,
Yeah.
you're like, I know exactly what
Yeah,
that meant.
which is weird.
yeah,
like, and,
you don't usually you don't know that.
Yeah, and whenever I've like spoken to anyone who is like knows that God spoke to them through a dream, it's that
Yeah.
it's you wake up and you have clarity on it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
straight
you
away.
exactly
Yeah.
know exactly,
Definitely, yeah,
100%. I agree with
But
that.
yeah, that was
Man, that's
that was
beautiful.
different.
I hope I experience a dream like that one day.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. What's going on? Oops.
Cause yeah, my dreams would be like, what was the point of that?
Every time you drink.
Random ass streams.
Oh damn it!
Oh man, hey, so it's a bit risky right now what we want to do, right? So SD card is full, laptop battery is dying right now.
Oof, we should wrap it up soon.
There's one more combo on the table.
Let's go real quick.
Let's go real quick.
Let's go real quick.
12%.
All right,
Into it.
this is risky. Let me turn off. Okay, yeah, I reckon we'll be good.
All right, let's go. Just go.
Oh, this is scary. This is a big topic though. This one,
Should we leave it then?
nah, it's.
No, we need it.
What is it? Just say what it is. And
All right,
Yes.
listeners, what do you think? Psych, you have no say because it's gonna be already done.
Let's finish off strong.
You're wasting time. Just
I
say
know,
it.
yeah.
Say it, and then we'll decide whether we speak on it now or leave
It was
for
the
next
genetic
episode.
modification one
What's genetic modification? Like vegetables and stuff.
and gene editing. Sorry,
Yeah.
Oh, like
Oh, that. To
babies
be honest,
and all
that's
that.
a long one.
that's a big one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
big one.
But I
Lead
skip
into
it.
something
Yo, we
else.
might have to cash that on the next episode.
Next
Yeah,
episode.
yeah.
To be honest, I think this is rounded.
Episode 20. No.
Yeah.
This episode now.
Next
What?
episode is episode 20.
That's lies. Look
Bro,
at us.
that's
Look
crazy.
at God.
Dude, guys,
Look at God.
Look at God. Look at us go, man.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
am very proud of.
Nah, that's
us.
dope. Nah, shout out to us, man. I appreciate that, bro.
Wow.
Well, awesome.
So-
Looks like we're wrapping it up here, guys.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
no,
that's-
we can't
We're
have
too
a
scared,
conversation.
yeah?
Yeah.
Unless Carlos, you want to do your segment?
Oh,
Quick
Carlos,
segment, quick
segment.
yeah,
segment.
wrap it up with a nice segment.
Bro, nah, because we realized we've so
Look how happy he is.
he's keen, yeah? She's coming, is that me?
Are you ready to do it?
Okay.
Yeah, you ready?
remind me in it.
All right, thanks, Carlos, mate. That was good. Nah.
Daniel.
I'm playing.
So what have you done so far?
Yeah,
what have you
what I was
enlightened
trying
us
to.
on?
Well, that's.
You've done
I wanna-
relationship with
yeah.
God
Yep, we've done
Relationship
friends.
with friends.
With friends.
Yourself,
Friends?
I think you said already.
Yeah, we've done
and
self.
yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, what about this one? Family.
All right.
Oh,
Okay,
That's
alright.
nice. I like
Yeah.
this. I like this.
Yeah.
How do you
Alright.
maintain a
Let's
good
do it.
relationship with family?
All right, let's all. Chip in.
First of all, no. Yeah, go. Someone go.
All right. Talk to them regularly.
100%.
Like it sounds
That's
stupid,
true.
but most people actually surprisingly don't talk to their siblings or parents just about how life is going
Yeah.
I think.
and take interest in them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think
They're
that's a
not
really
just problem
important one.
solvers.
I think with that one is because I've seen it a lot. It's like when they're a kid, they don't really talk a lot to their parents.
Yes.
And then it's like now they're 16, 17, it's like, well, you expect me to just turn around and try to talk to them?
100%.
And honestly, that's hard.
So it has to
Yeah.
be built in.
That's for parents as well. Parents that are like actually listening to this, if you are, talk to your kids. Like, be their friend. I know that's a like stance that some people are either too pro being your kid's friend or too against being
it,
your
yeah.
kid's friend. There's a middle point where you
Yeah.
can
Definitely,
be their
There
it's
friend.
not a
is,
gray
there
line
is.
in this one. It exists, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
important
there's a middle
too.
point where you're their friend, but you discipline them, and I think that's the best place
Yeah.
you can ever be.
In terms of conflict resolution in a family, something real cool that I heard from someone at work was
Punch on.
huh?
What?
Punch. Punch on.
The guy said punch.
Yeah, no, it's actually
Yeah.
no, it's
Set
not.
up an MMA
No.
ring and
Shut up, man. But he said this really cool thing that I'm actually gonna adopt in our family, my family in the future, right? Is this thing of family meetings where anyone can call a family meeting, right? And everyone has to be like everyone gets together around the table, whatever.
Yeah, we do that all the time.
And
That's a good one.
if it's an issue, if it's something coming up, if it's I need help with this, everyone gives them the space to talk, right? But if there's a problem, this is my little twist I've added to it now. If there's a problem, you're not allowed to bring up a problem in a family meeting unless you have a solution or a proposal
Like, don't
to
just
give to the
announce a
family.
problem.
Yeah, don't just announce a problem. If you have a problem, give your proposal, and then
That's
we'll
a good
talk
one.
about it as a family. Like that's cool. That especially as a young kid or a young child, that really builds
Character.
it builds character. It builds the mind as well,
mentality.
mentality that I have something important to say, and my laptop is talking to me right now, telling
Yeah.
me shut this operation
Yeah.
down. But yeah, Marwa,
about
what
you,
you got?
Marwa?
I like the idea of meetings.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, that's dope.
Definitely communication is important, you know, allowing that channel for your children to come to you and let you know how they're feeling at any given time, and not having that like block up to separate you guys just because of generation. But yeah, Carlos, take it away. Before the laptop dies. No, we don't have much time. We don't
Carlos,
have
bro,
much-
just talk,
We don't have
talk.
much time at
Wrap
all.
up the
Go.
segment.
Yeah, real quick tat on that one as well. If you
snap,
got
this is
siblings,
risky.
like hang out with them and everything. You know,
Nah, I was gonna say do fun stuff.
do
for
fun
real,
stuff.
man.
Like
Families don't do that.
Yeah, I was going
much.
for a walk with my
Somebody
siblings and
shut up.
everything. Just talk,
saw
go to
that.
the park,
Carlos
have
a
fun.
family
Boom,
man,
boom.
bro.
I'm a family man and that. Hey yo,
Boom.
I think we said it all.
Yeah, thank you for joining us.
Hang out with your family, spend time, talk to them, go out
That's
to
the
lunch,
one.
set up a day, have meetings.
Pray with each other.
Pray with each other.
Amen.
100%.
Thank you for
Pray,
joining us
yeah.
for another episode of the Disruption Podcast. That
We're
was
here all
episode
week.
19. We'll catch you on episode 20. Have a
Bye.
disturbing week. No, not really, but you know what I'm
Have
saying.
a great week, guys.
I love y'all, man.
Disruptive week's what I meant.
Okay, yep, the laptop
Alright.
died.
Peace out.
Boom, big man.
Charges.
All right, that's what I have for an episode 18, 19.
Cheers,
But
bro.
again, the thing.
Probably stop recording now. Bye, guys.
Oh my god.